Hey, Alexandra Figueredo here, branding and visibility strategist. And, it's so important to have a strong brand that stands out, especially online, right? Because most people are right on their phones and using the computer all day long, using the computer or on their phones all day long. So, why do we want to stand out online? We want to stand out so that we can be seen and be heard by either our audience, by our target audience, so that we can get more clients, we can attract more clients, maybe we can attract more opportunities, maybe we can attract promotions, more money, whatever it is. Standing out gets you seen, gets you heard, and really positions you in your industry, right? And so, what are some 3 steps for standing out online? So, the first thing is you want to know who your audience is. Who are you standing out for, right? So, like, for example, you could be the best cellist in the world and, you can have amazing music, but if your audience doesn't care about music or doesn't appreciate it, then you're really not going to stand out, right? So know who your audience is so that you can speak their language, so that you can get your message to that specific audience. And so yes, so having clarity around who your audience is so important. And I always suggest pick one, have a primary and maybe a secondary audience, really stick to it, right? If you flip-flop on who your audience is, it's going to be confusing for them. And I mean, I've been guilty of this myself, and I know a lot of my clients have been as well. So really stick to a message that's going to reach your audience for at least 90 days. If you can longer, go for it. And then if you're going to test another audience, have that be a little bit, pepper in a little bit of that content, but don't completely change all your messaging, right? Pepper, test it and see what's working. So that's the first thing, is your audience. The second thing is highlight your authority, right? What makes you, where do you shine? What makes you the go-to in your industry, right? What makes you able to get your clients or your company or your audience or the community results, right? Where are you unique? What's your unique ability? So really highlight all of those things, right? Make sure that that you're speaking that, right? That you're positioning yourself in that way as the authority, as the go-to in your industry. And the third thing is that where you want to get the visibility, right? The actual places to be seen, is understanding where is your audience, right? So where are they? And knowing where they are and showing up in those spaces. So back to the cellist we were talking about, right? So maybe he's not going to get a huge audience on, I don't know, on any of the different, like, I don't know, like maybe on Facebook, but maybe he or she has a breakthrough on TikTok, which is known largely for a lot of music and dancing and things like that. So maybe he or she can be a breakout artist on one of those channels, right? So, and maybe not, I'm just saying, maybe that's not place. Maybe it's YouTube. Maybe YouTube is where they end up shining, right? So whatever it is, know where your audience is. And if you have no idea where your audience is, test it. Put content out on all the different platforms and double down on where it's most resonating. So just because somebody told you you need to be on TikTok, but you're not getting any traction, doesn't mean you have to continue spending a lot of time on TikTok, right? So see where your audience is, where you're getting the traction, and double down. That's how you're going to stand out. If you have a message for your audience, you stand out as the authority and the go-to in your industry or in your craft, and you're in the places where they are. So those are the three steps to standing out, or 3 steps, because there's more, but these are 3 steps to stand out online. So which of those 3 do you want to, or do you feel like you most need to work on at this moment? Go ahead and type in the chat and let me know what your biggest takeaway is. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate if you gave it a like and commented on your biggest takeaway, and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to share a lot of tips, strategies, and tactics on how to stand out, how to get more visibility, be seen and heard, stand out, and make an impact in your industry and in the community. And featured a few more videos on this topic. I'm going to go ahead and pin that in the comments as well. And I hope you have a